AA ball, and actually had an injury that kind of took the steam out of him. Speaking of steam, that one is hammered to right. It's out of here. Robbie Enriquez lights up the scoreboard for Indiana State. It's 1-0.
Indiana State has been real good defensively all year, and their pitchers can keep it around the zone. The question for them was their offense. They've had 40 hits in 3 games in this regional, and Robbie Enriquez out of the 5-hole blast one to right field to put Indiana State on the board.
The designated hitter number 34.
His 5th homer of the year.
These guys have had a tough time catching up to this fastball, but not Robbie.
Back to brackets, be sure to go to NCAA.com. Figure out where your favorite team's headed. Philip Clark 0 for 1 with a pop out. Let's clean up in this lineup and just mashed it deep into the night here in Nashville. We are tied at 1 on Philip Clark's 7th home run of the year and his 64th RBI.
Well, you called it, partner. 0 for 1 with a pop out. This one's a pop, but out of the park and a blast. My goodness, that ball was blasted to right field for Philip Clark.
Earlier, but this might top them all.
Yeah, just right down the middle and a little low and all barrel.
We are just a few outs away from heading to a super regional. Julian Infante. You can't stop number 22 this weekend. His 2nd home run of this regional. It's 2-1 Vanderbilt.
Julian Infante 2 years ago popped 11 home runs. Since then, he has just struggled offensively. That's why he's in the 9-hole. But in this tournament, there has been no struggle. That ball low and in, and he hammers this ball over the tent in left field, and everybody knew it right away. Look how excited his boys are.
Yeah. That would be some good video. Ethan Paul trying to lay down the bunt. It is perfectly executed. To second base. And they will intentionally walk Steven Scott to put him at first and second. There's ball 4. First McNeese on Friday. Touch 'em all, baby. A grand slam for Ty Duvall.
Well, there's no doubt Ty Duvall was sitting all over that slider from Tyler Grauer. Got it in the right spot. Lefty on lefty matchup. You wait for that ball to look like it's coming at you, and when it does, you're ready to go. It drops back over the middle of the plate. And Ty Duvall got under it and every bit of that baseball. Pounds it out to right field. 4 runs for Vanderbilt.
Can you stop Julian Infante right now? The answer is no.
Locked in.
Back-to-back home runs for Vanderbilt. Back-to-back home runs for Infante.
5 runs in a row. The grand slam by Ty Duvall and Julian Infante. It's always a tough at bat to face a dramatic home run, but not for Julian Infante, who pounded that ball out to left field. Got the fastball he wanted low and in, and that was crushed. Remember, at the beginning of this inning, it was a double play. There were 2 outs and nobody on. And now Vanderbilt, as quick as they strike offensively, is pinned 5.
That ball is just torched into the right field corner. That'll end up being a single for Blade. They even had a little shift on. They had second baseman Watkins playing a shallow right, but he just hit it 100 miles an hour right past him.
Yeah, no shift in the world. He's going to stop this ball. I actually thought first base might have had it. He stumbled a little bit out of the box, but he hammers this ball to right field.
He may have twisted his ankle.
Yeah, that might have been it, because first baseman really had no shot.
That might drop in. Long run for Fagan and Huntley. Neither one can come up with it. It gets past both of them to the wall. Clark around second. He'll get in there and a run will score. As J.J. Blade touches home, it's now 8-1. Scored a triple for Ethan Paul.
The center fielder.
This is just picture perfect how a lefty should face a lefty. Ball's on the outer third of the plate. Philip Clark not trying to do too much with it. Just
scored 8 runs in all 3 games so far. They also fell behind 1-0 in all 3 games. Line base hit as the infield was in. DeMarco with an RBI single that will score Philip Clark. It's now 9-1.
Left fielder number 19.
And
Scott.
high in the air to right. Enriquez backpedals. He will make the catch. DeMarco will, Steven Scott will tag up. DeMarco scores. Scott goes to third. And it's done a nice job on this guy at the plate, Austin Martin. He's just 1 of 7 in 2 games against Indiana State. Now his second hit of the 2 games with the Sycamores. Another payoff pitch on the way to Clark. It misses inside. That's lifted into right center. That'll drop in front of center fielder Luke Fagan, and that'll get a run in. It's now 11-1 Vanderbilt.
Pat DeMarco with a base hit in the 6th, a base hit in the 7th, and here in the 8th, another base hit in the right center.
Left fielder number 19. Steven.
3 in a row.
Scott.
And it just
The senior left fielder. Smashes that to right. Right past Dane Tofflin. Another run is in as Philip Clark touches home. That'll go as an E3.
Well, you make errors because your mind starts to wander. This game's a little bit out of hand, and Dane Tofflin just doesn't get his.
Ground ball. Paul charging, throws, and the Commodores are heading to their 9th Super Regional. They pick up their nation's best 52nd win of the year. They knock off Indiana State 12-1.